Subscribe to our channel by clicking the subscribe button. Click the bell button and enjoy the latest uploads from our channel.
If we want to stop a loop cycle, we can do that. This is a very good trick to know when using loops because you don't always want the entire loop to run. To do this, we use the break statement, just like in a switch statement. Here's an example. For I is equal to 1, so we just said that this is our integer that we're using for the loop, and it's equal to 1. While I is less than 10, it's going to run our code, and after every time it runs, increment that I variable by 1. Our code then says document write variable I conjugation is the current number. Then we have an if statement. If variable I is equal to 5, then it's going to break out of the entire loop and it's going to stop running the rest of the loop. What this displays is 1 to 5 is the current number. The reason it didn't go 6, 7, 8, and 9 is because we told it to break if I is equal to 5. Well, we see down here that 5 is the last one that ran, so we know that our for loop actually broke. If this helps, you can think of a loop as jail, and when you forcefully quit the loop, you are breaking out of jail. Literally, break. The word break is right in there. To break out of a for loop is the same thing as breaking out of any other loop. You can use the exact same statement, the break statement, in any other loop. You can use it in a for in, a do, or a do while loop. Let's look at an example here. We have variable number is equal to 0, while num is less than 99. Alert the number. So right there, we know that number is going to run 99 times. Well, that's not what we want at all. So I threw in an if statement. If num is equal to 0, then it's going to break out of it. Well, let's see how this works. It alerted us with the current number, which was 0. But if we look at that again, if number is equal to 0, well, number is equal to 0 right here, then it's supposed to break. So why did it run that script? That's because the alert function is above it. JavaScript reads from the top to the bottom. So it saw this, it saw the beginning of our while loop, it then executed our alert num function, and then it looked at our if statement. So here, if num is equal to 0, which it still is because we haven't told it to increment yet, then it's going to break. If we didn't have this, this script would actually run on and on and on, and it would never end. Why? Well, because we don't have the increment in there. We don't have the num++ that we were told to never forget. The major use when it comes to break is when you get into loops that use a lot of data. For example, the Facebook feed. It shows all of your friends' status updates. For people with, 1,000 friends, this can be a lot of information to take in. So Facebook could write, if they use JavaScript for this part, variable friend feed is equal to new array, feed 1, feed 2, feed 3, etc., etc. I do that 1,000 times if you want. For index in friend feed, document write, friend feed, the index number. So this would be 0, 1, and 2. Followed by a horizontal rule. If index is equal to 1, so remember 0, 1 after feed 2, it's going to break. And that's exactly what it displayed here. It showed feed 1, it showed feed 2. It got there, it realized that index is equal to 1, index is equal to 1, which is feed 2 right here, so it broke off. If you needed to access the third value in friend feed, it could be accessed very quickly. This way the user doesn't have to load another page or Ajax another page, and we'll learn about Ajax really soon. And this makes their experience on your web page a lot more seamless. They don't even have the chance to realize that something is loading because it already loaded. But so your page doesn't look like it'll take years to read, it only shows the 2 status updates. And that's exactly what we did here. Now I just need to throw a disclaimer out there that Facebook does not use this code. This is just an example that was created to get the use for the break statement in a loop.